Hey guys, Rooster, look, how are you? Today it's Monday, it's Martin Luther King Day, which means that the majority of, at least here in New York, we got off, and thank God. Because it's like 8 degrees outside with a wind chill temperature of about, they say, 15 below. I mean, I stepped out earlier with Bignoli to try to take him for a walk. I couldn't do it. I was dressed to the gills in layers and hats and whatnot, and still I was as cold as a witch's tit. So I just looked down at Pignoli. He looked up at me, and he says, "Ricky, what are you doing?" "I gotta pee." I says, "Pignoli, today you could pee in the house. I don't give a shit." But nonetheless, we're home and I'm just relaxing. Ain't much to do. Don't want to go out of the freaking front door. But it was Saturday, late in the day, when we were forecast here in New York to get a lot of snow and ice. And Mrs. Russo said, "Ricky, I think you should run to the store and get some bread and milk." I says, "Honey, we got enough bread and milk in the house." She says, "No, Ricky, they say it's going to be icy and real bad on Sunday and we might be locked in. So just to take it, no chances, why don't you just run down to the corner and get some milk and bread." So, the good husband that I am, I dressed up and took the umbrella because by then it had started raining, and that was what it's supposed to do, start raining before it turned into snow. So I walked, it's about a block and a half, not very far, to get to the convenience store owned by VJ. And we buy a lot of little odds and ends there when we don't want to go out to the shopping centers and the malls and so forth. And I was trudging down in my umbrella, and I was funny because I told you I walk with a little bit of a limp because of my ankle. But I made it, I got a little wet, but so what? Mrs. Russo said to go get bread and milk, so that's what we did. So I walk into the front door, VJ's there, and he says, "Oh, Mr. Russo, what are you doing out in the night like this?" I said, "It was only rain, but look, I got a chore to do. You got a honey-do list, and the honey-do list said get bread and milk." But I said, "What are you doing still open right now? Shouldn't you be on your way in case the snow and the ice hits?" He says, "Mr. Russo, I live upstairs of the store, so I don't have to go very far, so I'm okay." I said, "Good, VJ." So I sat there and had a quick cup of coffee before I started the block and a half back, okay? Anyways, so I make the walk home, open the door, I said, "Honey, I'm home. I got your bread and milk. Where are you?" And I'm thinking, because I did something good, maybe I gotta get my belly rubbed tonight, She says, "Hon, I'm upstairs. I just came up and changed. I got a little comfortable." I says, "Okay, I'm gonna put the bread and milk away and I'll be right up." She says, "But honey, what about my nuts?" I says, "Your nuts?" She says, "Yeah, didn't you hear me? I yelled out the door as you were walking away saying to get me a bag of peanuts at the store too." She just had a mood for nuts. Well, what do you think I did? You never win with the woman. I mean, let's face it, she puts up with me and my hobby. Never says anything. She takes me around sometimes to the shows because it's hard to drive with my ankle. So I just made it back to VJ's store to pick up the peanuts and trudged back. By then I was a little wet, obviously, all over again, but I walked in the door and I said, "Honey, I'm home." She says, "You got my nuts?" I says, "Yeah, I got your nuts right here." All right, guys, look, I hope you have a good day. I figured I'd break it up and look, this is a true story. Ricky never tells you a lie, no?